Hi, I'm Steve G. Jones, clinical hypnotherapist. And I don't know if you've been in the situation where you've lost someone who you care about, and that's the only thing you think about, that person. I certainly have. And if you have, then the recording that I've created, I'm not sure what I called it, but the bad relationship memory eraser or something along those lines, is what I've created to help you overcome the thoughts of that person. Let's face it, the thoughts can be overwhelming. And as I record this, I'm thinking back on a situation I've been in where I was in that same situation. And so if you're in that situation, my heart goes out to you, trying to overcome someone. But the bad relationship memory eraser, it's interesting because it's not really about forgetting the bad things. It's more about forgetting the good things, because those are the things that kind of haunt you. You know, how much you care about that person, how much you wish you were with that person, and so forth. And that comes from a lack of confidence, and I realized that in myself, and I was fortunate enough to pinpoint that and eliminate that as much as I could from myself. But when I had an office in California, in Beverly Hills and other places, I always mention my Beverly Hills office. I always feel like I'm bragging, but when I had one office in Beverly Hills, I had a few in various places. I moved my office around. I came across that a lot. Someone had just broken up with someone, and they wanted to just forget about that person. Well, as I teach in my hypnosis classes at stevegjones.com, and I also teach around the world, you don't really forget anything. I mean, those memories are going to be in your mind. However, they are encoded with the feelings that you had at the time. So usually what happens is people feel, good when they're with that person that they've left, or the person has left them in most cases. And when they think back to those memories are painful. I mean, it's weird because it's like the better the memory, the more painful it becomes after the fact, after the breakup has happened. So I came up with a way to kind of get people out of that cycle. In my office, I used a 3-session protocol. In other words, they come in my office for 3 sessions, but I combined it on one recording, which is now a hypnosis CD or a hypnosis downloadable MP3 that you can get from my website, stevegjones.com. And I know I'm talking a lot about the website, but that's where it is. And if you're in this situation, or if you have been in this situation, or if you know someone in this situation, or trying to overcome someone, or the memories of them, that can be a very powerful thing, and it can affect their lives. I sell the CD for $29.95. Again, this is not a sales pitch, but when you think about it, what's it worth to get your life back? I mean, when I was in that situation, there's no amount of money that I would not have paid. I would have paid any amount of money. So let me talk about what the recording does. The recording helps you take those memories, and as I said, memories we're not going to go in there and just erase those memories. What we're going to do, and I call it the memory eraser, but that's not exactly what's happening. We're going to change the way it's encoded, because memories are encoded with the emotions that you felt at the time. So if you felt a powerful emotion at that time, love, fun, excitement, what have you, when you're with that person, that's the way it's encoded in your mind. That's the way it's recorded. It's recorded with that added emotion, because we're human. We don't just take in information as computers. We encode it with the emotion we felt at the time, how we felt about ourselves, how we felt about that person. So what I do in the recording is I change the way that you encode it. So I have you go back through the memory, relive the memory, which would ordinarily be painful, obviously, but I have you relive it and add in the new encoding, if you will. And the new encoding, the way I do it, is just making it into a comedy. So whereas it used to be something that was fun and exciting, it's now looked at as just something that happened and was funny, and I'm okay with that. In my heart, I'm okay with that. In my, really in my mind, I'm okay with that. But we're talking about the emotions, so in my heart, I'm okay with that. So we're taking the memory and we're having you go through it again, but change it. And the change is designed to be permanent. So you don't have, when you remember it, you don't have the emotional connection of, oh, wow, that person, that was great, that was fun. It's just, instead, it's just a funny thing that happened. It's, I go so far as to add, silly things into it. I don't want to tell you everything I do, because this is designed for your subconscious mind, of course. But I add silly things to it to make that memory less powerful. And when that memory, or those memories combined, are less powerful, guess what? That person no longer has a hold on you. And when you think about it, it's not that person anyway. It's just your head. I mean, it's all in your head. What happened with that person is done. And the rest is all in your head. It's your memories. So we need to can't erase them with hypnosis. Make no mistake, can't erase them. However, we can change them. So when you look back at them, they're not bothering you anymore, those memories. You can get on with your life. And that's true. I mean, it's just the memories, playing them again and again in your head. We've all been there. But I've seen it professionally, and I acted on it, and I made a recording. And I've used it on myself, and it's worked. You can change the way things are encoded in your mind. And that's what the I think it's called bad relationship memory eraser recording is all about. Use it and get on with things. That's my advice. I'm Steve G. Jones, clinical hypnotherapist, heart to heart, reaching out to you. Thank you.